And we are live, breaking news with the one and only Mr. Bob Donnell. Bob, how are you?
Hey, Ken, great. I love just tuning in and watching you go. So I'm excited. We're gonna have a good time.
Dude, I don't know if anybody besides you and I and a few other people have heard this, but President Trump just recently shut down all incoming flights from outside the U.S. or something
Really?
besides the UK. I don't know the exact details, but people are freaking out, Bob.
They are absolutely
We got our buddy Eric Awesome, Mr. Awesome Swanson on.
Mr. Awesome Swanson. I think I know him.
Do you know him?
I think yeah, I think I know him.
Hey Janelle, how are you? Good to see you. Janelle's a sweetheart.
Hey,
We've
Janelle,
got Pamela Aubrey on the line. What's
Pamela.
happening,
We
Pam?
we all love Pamela.
We all love Pam. There's Victoria. We've got
Victoria,
Robert Brooker. Robert's in
Robert.
the house.
Hey,
Man,
brother.
we got all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's Eric saying here? All flights in and out of Europe starting this Friday midnight for 30 days.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. There's Uraldi Media. What's
Hmm.
up over on YouTube? Weldon Whitehurst, Tina Campbell.
Well then, Tina.
So dude,
Hmm.
you know, people are freaking out, Bob.
They are. Yeah.
Um oh, it's Jesus. I mean, Jesus. I always screw that up. Sorry, Jesus. It's Jesus. I said Jesus. Wow, we have Jesus with us.
I
Holy
love it.
moly, that's awesome.
I love
So,
it.
so, dude.
Hmm.
Eric said, ironically, Ken is sporting his CSI is the name of my company, dude. It's Client Solution Innovations.
That's
We
right.
are your one-stop shop for website development. Okay, so anyway, Bob,
Huh.
what do you say about everybody freaking out right now, man?
I think I always err on the side of not wanting people to be offended by what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say is I don't know as much as the people that are making the decisions do know.
Right.
So right off the bat, I'm just going to say I'm ignorant compared to what some of the brilliant minds that are working on this are know.
Right.
That being said, what I do know is I do understand human behavior, and I do understand that there are a lot of people panicking that have no need to panic. There are a lot of people that are worried that have no need to worry. And yet at the same time, do they need to be cautious? Yes. Do they need to take precautions? Yes. Do they need to, think about things, think things through before they do something? Yes. Um, it's kind of like when you go to a crisis spot. When I went to Vegas and people said, "Man, Bob, how do you make sense of this guy up there shooting? How do you make sense of this?" And I go, "You can't make sense of senseless behavior." And so what we have to do is come back to this and go, what do we know to be the truth? What do we know exact truth right now? We have a lot of uncertainty. There's 6 human needs, right? 2 of them play really well together. One is called certainty,
Right.
and the other one is called uncertainty or variety.
Right.
So if we know this to be true, we have a need for both of those. We have a need for uncertainty or variety. We also have a need for certainty. In this time, what I'm telling people is what I'm suggesting to myself and others is focus on the certainty. What do you know for sure? Right now, if you've been tested, you know right now you don't have it.
Right.
Or right now your family doesn't have it. So go with the certainty and then say, okay, now what are the things that I'm being told that I should do to take
Right.
precautions, and then do that. but to blow things out, there's a great vote. And oh man, I wish I had it. There's a great quote that I was watching Blue Bloods this last week, and the younger brother is worried about this thing that's going to happen, and he's like, oh, it could go this way, it could go, oh, it could be really bad. And his older brother says to him, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have it in front of me, but he said, look, stop rehearsing bad days. Keynote, stop rehearsing bad days. If it turns out bad, deal with it. If it turns out good, deal with it.
Right.
And anything other than that is a waste of time. That's what he said.
And here now, our buddy Eric Swanson. I talked to Eric a little bit ago, and I've been texting with Eric. And here's what Eric says. And there are a lot of people not being cautious who needs to be a little more cautious and worried in a precautious way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you agree?
I think there are people that are blowing it out.
Yes.
And then I think there's people that are going, it's no big deal.
Right.
And I think the fine line is to say there is cause for concern. So what am I going to do about it? I'm going to treat what I know to be true. You know, Tony Robbins has a great statement. He says, look at things exactly as they are.
Right.
Not better than they are, not worse than they are, and then create a compelling future.
Amen. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. So do you you're playing Switzerland a little bit, you know that, right?
You know, all I know is what I know. And we can speculate in all things we don't know.
Right.
But what good is that? Again, I just go back to that quote from Blue Bloods. Man, stop rehearsing bad days. Stop rehearsing them. Just say, here's what I know. I know that I need to wash my hands. I know that I need to be careful about who I'm in contact with when they're coughing and when they're sick. I know these things and do those.
Right.
But to start blowing stuff up to the point where you start getting unhealthy because of the stress you're putting inside your head.
Exactly.
Is not good. That's not good for you. It's not good for your family. It's not good for your community.
Look what Eric just said.
What did he say?
Ironically, Switzerland is pretty safe right now.
That well played, Eric. Well played.
But you know, Eric's he is ridiculous. I love that dude, man. So like, look, if you're showing signs of being sick, if you're sneezing, you're coughing, don't go out in public, man. And you may just have the common cold. You may have a different strand of the flu. You may have drummed it all up in your head. You may have, but don't go out in public.
If somebody walks up to you at a networking event and they cough, don't shake their hand.
Get away from them. And
Thank
don't punch them in the face because you could get infected that way. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think that, again, our mutual friend, thanks to you, Mark Victor Hansen, he introduced me to Mitzi, and I had Mitzi on the show the other night or on Sunday. And, she gave some very good precautionary tips.
Good.
You're scarfing. Eric, if you're scarfing down a Starbucks sandwich, don't go out in public. Oh, man, that dude.
He's just jealous. He's jealous.
I know. So, you and I put together, well, it's your deal. I'm just trying to help facilitate it here in Columbus. The pop-up dinner that we're having on the 27th of March. Weldon Whitehurst is on here. He already got tickets for him and his wife.
Yeah,
didn't we have a couple of other people?
I think we have a couple other people that went on.
Yeah. So
I know a lot of people think that they're reserving their spot when they just go onto the event page and go going. That
Yeah.
doesn't do it. So
Yeah.
so pay attention, folks.
Eric said, Ken, see if you can be in the same city as Bob on your screen behind you. I could. I didn't think about that. I definitely could, but I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway, so, you know, I mean, I still want to have the event, you know, but I'm hearing, I mean, the Ohio State University right here in Columbus, largest university campus or I think they're the largest university enrollment, 55,000 plus students a year. And
I mean, I think anytime you're talking about like a government institution, like a college, they have to play it extra safe. So I don't think that's an overreach. I think they're probably playing it very, very safe, and rightly so. They have a lot of people that rely on them to make good decisions.
Yeah.
And so I respect what they're doing in that case.
Eric said that he canceled his Habitude Warrior conference in Wuhan.
In Wuhan.
What is wrong with him? Seriously, what's wrong
Swanson? You might have to bring him on to find out.
Oh my gosh. So dude, I do know that they have a responsibility. And here's the thing, you know, I know Trump shut down all incoming and outgoing. I can't help postponing our Habitude Warrior Conference Vatican event until next Easter. So I can't. I think I need to block him from the stream to be able to do this. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Awesome Swanson.
Oh, Weldon says I would have canceled that one too. But like, so, oh my gosh, I'm literally in tears right now. That is funny. So, and again, like, like, you know, we got to, he said, goal achieved, made both of you laugh so hard no one can talk. So, you know, I think that there's precautions that need to be taken. Obviously,
Absolutely.
you need to use common sense.
Absolutely.
You know, like Bob just said. Carrie Lynn Carter just said, your boy is a mess. Talking about Swanson. He's a mess. So, but, you know, take precautions. Wash your hands. I mean, you should be washing your hands anyway, nasty.
Right.
Like, what the heck? Wash your hands. What the heck? How's this a novel concept? I don't get it. Like,
I'll tell you this. I will not, and I am famous for this. I will not stop hugging people.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. I will hug people as long as they're willing to accept a hug. I will still hug people.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Why not?
You know? And again, I'm going to do what I need to do to protect myself, and I'm expecting everyone else to to use some common sense. But I'm also expecting people to be in a place where they're, again, not rehearsing the bad days.
That's right. And, you know, I mean, what do you guys think? I want to know, because I know that Weldon, you and your wife are registered for the pop-up dinner that we have here in Columbus on the 27th. Weldon, are you still comfortable coming? I titled this, come in here and tell us the truth. Like, tell me the truth. Like, for those of you, Carrie Lynn Carter, you need to be at this dinner. You're right up the road. You need to be at this dinner. It's Friday, the 27th. Like, why wouldn't you be? It's $100 and you get to come. And Bob, you can tell everybody a little bit about what it is, the Next Level by Association pop-up, and some of the previous guest speakers you've had. Why don't you tell people about it?
Yeah. Next Level by Association has been going on for 10 years. It's all about the company you keep. And we started as an intentional peer group, and people call it a intentional peer group and a support group for overachievers. And we've had our, guest of honors over the last 10 years. I bring in a different guest of honor every month, and I've done this for 10 years in Orange County. So we've had over 100 guest of honors, and we've had Keith Ferrazzi, who wrote Never Eat Alone, Who's Got Your Back, New York Times bestseller. We've had Tommy Baylor, who wrote She's Out of My Life for Michael Jackson and co-produced We Are the World. We've had, Jarek Robbins. We've had Kasim Osgood, 3-time Pro Bowl player in the NFL. We've had Glenn Morshower, who's currently on the show. The Resident was on Black Hawk Down, Air Force One, Transformers, X-Men, Moneyball with Brad Pitt, West Wing, and the show 24 for the last 40 years. Probably one of the most working actors you'll ever meet.
Wow.
We've had all these people come in. We've had Mike Muni, who you're going to talk to tomorrow. Mike Muni created the ACT software. ACT software is the granddaddy of all CRMs. Every CRM owes ACT a debt of gratitude, because if it wasn't ACT, we wouldn't have some of the CRMs we have today. So we've had those kind of people come, and they're not coming there to speak. They're not coming there to stand on a podium, and they're coming there to share their life story, how they got to where they're at and where they're going next, and how we can be a part of it. And it's been a phenomenal journey to do that for 10 years. So now we've got like 22 cities that have said, could you come and start one here? I'm not ready to go start one in 22 cities, but I'm willing to go and do some pop-ups. Yeah. So we just did one in Scottsdale where we had your and my friend Sharon Lecter, New York Times bestseller, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Outwitting the Devil, all those. She came in, sat down, had just a great conversation with our audience. I know many of your people, several of them were there.
Yeah.
And, I think that's the focus is, can we develop a community of people that are really concerned about growing, becoming the absolute best version of themselves? And one of the next level pillars I talk about that says, that every next level will demand a different you. It doesn't request it. It demands it. And so are we willing to put ourselves in that position where we constantly have to be sharpened as one man sharpens another, so one, right? So are we willing to put ourselves in that place? And that's what Next Level by Association is about. And that's why we're going to come to Columbus. We're going to do it, and we're going to have a great time, and we're going to connect with people.
And it's on.
You just never know.
Carrie Lynn Carter just asked, when is it? It's Friday, March the 27th, this month, the last Friday of the month. It's here in Columbus from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Bob's had people like Elvis Presley's brother, David
Stanley.
Stanley. And I saw him. Eric Swanson's been a speaker, right?
Yeah.
He's been a guest of honor. Yeah. And there's what Eric has to say about it. A nice long sentence about it, but he's saying, hey, be there. You need to be there. So, it's it's a no-brainer. Honestly, like, you're so connected to people, man. Like, I know a lot of people that are connected. Dude, you're more connected than anybody I've ever met in my life. Like, you just like.
I'm blessed, and I think I'm connected. I'm very blessed that I'm connected. I mean, did it happen accidentally? No, there was an intentional thing behind it. Yeah. But I'll tell you, Kim, one of the things that I really pride myself on is I really strive to be connected with the right people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that I choose that I could be connected with.
Right.
And that you could be connected with. Yeah. But we choose not to be.
That's right. Yep.
And I think that's more important. To say I have a Rolodex of 1,000 celebrities or whatever, all the people that want to do that is really meaningless to me, because a lot of those people I don't want to know. I don't want to be in a relationship with.
Yeah. Eric says, Bob, how much is it? I want to do a contest and pay for someone to attend your dinner coming up, if you will allow me to.
Nice. It's $100. $100 includes the dinner.
Weldon says, bring your own hand sanitizer.
Well played.
Yeah. I mean, it's again, I'm not, man, I just can't, I can't live paralyzed in fear, man. And I know a lot of people that are, and yes. When I first got sober 17 and a half years ago, my first AA sponsor used to say to me, he'd say, "Dude, turn your projector off. It's broken." Like, right? Like, quit
Yeah.
projecting all that nonsense into your future, man. Get into
Right.
the moment right now. Like, and it's what you were saying, a little bit ago. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. Stop playing the bad days.
Stop playing them out.
Yeah.
It's and Weldon said, I'm looking for a peer network other than automotive because he owns a car dealership.
Got it. Then
Right.
you're gonna love this because every month my focus is we just put great people in the room. The goal is not to put people who are highly connected. The goal is not to put people who are one industry. My focus is Bob. Somebody asked me there, Bob, what do you do? I said, what do I do? I put great
bad question.
Together. Yeah, I decided not to shut them down, and I said one of the things that I really focus on is bringing great people together. That's it. Great people. When you put great people together, you don't have to orchestrate anything. They just naturally do it.
Yes, that's true. Hey, I'm grabbing the link because Carrie, I almost said Sherry. Carrie said, how do I RSVP? Well, you have to, and let's explain this so everybody gets it. You have to go in and you have to pay for it. Like there's a link there. I just put it in there. You go to everythingnextlevel.com. I just pinned the comment to my private page. I'm going to post it so it goes out to everyone.
Okay, an easier link would have been Next Level by Association.
Oh, nextlevelbyassociation.com.
Right, because everything Next Level, then you would have to go in and click the Next Level by Association. So nextlevelbyassociation.com, and then you'll click. You'll see and click Guest Pass. It's $100 for the Guest Pass, and then it's going to be over to the right, and it's going to tell you which location, and you do the drop down to Columbus, Ohio. Boom. You're there.
Nextlevelbyassociation.com. I'm going to just throw that up as a scrolling banner here, and
cool.
That's where you go to sign up.
Nice. There you go. Click Guest Pass, and there you go, and pick the location. Columbus, Ohio.
There you go. So, and Eric Swanson threw it up too. Thank you. Joe Ingram says Joe's on here. What's up, Joe?
Brother Joe. I miss my brother.
It's an effortless attraction when great people get together. Amen.
Yeah. Amen. Man, I haven't seen my brother for, it's been almost it seems like a month. It's close to a month.
Well, you're heading over there soon, right?
I'm heading over on Saturday. I'll go through Las Vegas and have spend some time with George Chanos, who's going to be on your show tomorrow.
Yes.
So George Chanos, former Attorney General for the state of Nevada. I'm going to go spend some time with him tomorrow, and then I'm going to go spend some time with David Stanley, Elvis's stepbrother. We're going to spend some time while I'm there. Wow. Then I'm heading over to San Diego for a pop-up on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, Next Level by Association Original, which is in Orange County. And then from there, I'll go to Columbus.
Wow.
Hang out with you.
That's awesome.
Jill.
Yeah.
And your family. And then back to Scottsdale on the 2nd for Next Level by Association there.
You don't, that's right. You don't announce who's going to be there.
I rarely announce, but I'll tell you this. We're working on somebody that's really kind of cool, and we're going to have to look at the different locations, but I'm not sure if it's going to be this month or a month in the making in Scottsdale, but it's a guy named Gary Lee Price. Gary Lee Price is a sculptor extraordinaire. I mean, this guy does first-class commissioned work sculpting. Wow. And he's part of a big thing called the Statue of Responsibility, not the Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Responsibility. And so he's making this, and they're trying to create this so that it'll be a statue on the West Coast, like the Statue of Liberty is on the East Coast, because with liberty comes responsibility. And so he's got this amazing studio in Scottsdale, an amazing home, and he's offered us to do it at his house and have
Wow.
it catered in and see his studio and see all the things he's worked on. So we're gonna we'll probably do that this week.
Wow.
I mean this month or the following month.
Your light went off.
My light went off, so I just want to make sure. I'm in my car.
I love it, man. So, I mean, look, do you have any reservations? You don't, do you?
No.
Nah.
No, I think there's going to be, and I get it. I get it. Look, people, I get that there's fear and everything else. You know, Garth Brooks has a great quote in one of his songs, "The Dance." He says, "Yes, I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance."
That's right.
And there's a great line when he's being interviewed and he's talking about that. They said, well, what does that mean to you? And he goes, man, I could miss all the stuff, all the challenges, all the hard, but I'd have had to miss the dance. And he looks right in the mirror and man, it's just so cool. He looks in the mirror and he goes, man, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Wow.
And that's what I want to leave with us is that, there's a lot of things. Yeah, we can run from a lot of things. But man, there's so much good out there, so many positive things that can come from even a virus. When we start, really connecting with each other in meaningful ways and start saying, what's the first priority? The first priority is to take precautions, to be, listen to wisdom, right. Wisdom, not listen to opinion, but listen to advice.
Yeah. Eric Swanson has one of Gary Lee Price's statues of responsibility.
It's very cool.
That's
very
awesome.
Cool. Gary's awesome. I just had dinner with he and his wife, Lisa, the other night when I was in Scottsdale with Eric, and
yeah,
this guy is the real deal. And I'll tell you how I met him. I was online. I mean, I was in Vail, Colorado. And I'm looking at this statue of Einstein sitting like this on a park bench with his arms spread out and his legs crossed. And I walk over and sit next to him and I take this picture and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I post it up on Facebook and I'm like, look at this. I'm styling with Einstein. And somebody, Mary Simaluka, who's since passed away last year, Mary Simaluka says, I think that's my friend Gary Price's sculpting. And I go, really? And about 10 minutes later, Gary pops on the Facebook and says, that is my sculpting.
Oh,
and
wow.
So Gary and I connected on Facebook, didn't meet for about 2 years.
Wow.
Then we met in Lee Steinberg's Super Bowl party in San Francisco.
Sherry Gideons was there.
Yep.
And she's on here with us right now.
yeah. Oh, she and I actually met in the Phoenix, Arizona Super Bowl party. So I got to meet Gary, and then Gary and I became friends, and now we both have just spent some just amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. You're gonna want to hear his story, and you're gonna want to hear about that. So whether it's this next month or not, can't guarantee that.
Right.
But he's one of the ones coming up, and we've got some really cool people that you guys. And I'll tell you what, some of the best people are not the people you've ever heard of.
Right.
Some of the best people are going to be the people that you go, who's that?
Yeah.
Like, who would know Tommy Baylor? If you're not into music, you wouldn't know Tommy Baylor. But he wrote She's Out of My Life for Michael Jackson and co-produced We Are the World.
Yeah.
So don't look for the name that you know. Look for the story behind the name, and you will come out just ecstatic every time.
Yep. Yeah, well, we're going to have a guest of honor here in Columbus. Can't announce who it is yet. We don't know yet who it is. But
don't know yet.
We will.
Right.
And I want to know tell me, somebody on here watching, does this virus, drop a 1 if the virus has you freaked out, and drop a 2 if you're like, I'm all right. I want to know. I want to know the truth. You can't handle the truth. No, I want to know. I do. I want to know the truth, right?
Yeah.
I want to know if people are freaked out by it. Like, you can't. Yeah, Megan DiMartino says 2. She's like, whatever. So Megan, fly up here from Austin and join us for dinner. Bob, you
Yes.
were just in Austin, right?
I was just in Austin, and we're going to do a pop-up in Austin at some point with my good friend Sandra D. Robinson, who lives there.
Oh, wow. Megan might know her.
She might.
James Bodwin says, one, freaked out about the economy. Joe Ingram says, the virus can kiss my ass. That's funny. Pam Aubrey says, two. Eric says, shouldn't we technically drop a 2 if it's freaking us out? Jeez. Esther says, I'm a 3. What's the 3 mean? I'm neither freaked out or passe about it. Okay.
Okay.
So what are you then? Whoa. Where'd you go, Bob? Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
I lost you there for a split second. Megan says she's shocked about the volume of business cancellations. It's crazy what's going on with all that, man. Like, come on. The people don't realize what this freaking out, the overreacting is going to do to the economy long term, man. They got to chill out.
You know, Dr. Barry Asmus, who is one of the foremost economists in the world, Dr. Barry Asmus, many years ago, like in like the 1980s, 90s,
yeah,
he had a great statement. Remember, he's one of the foremost economists. He says, you know, economists have predicted 7 of the last 5 recessions.
Say that again.
He said, economists, speaking about himself because he's an economist, economists have projected 7 of the last 5 recessions.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And look, if we start talking about loss of income and loss of revenue and and people start withdrawing and holding back spending money, the country does go into a recession.
Yep.
But it's a self-induced one.
It is. It absolutely is. The depression of the 20s all started from that.
Yeah.
It was all.
I mean, I just look at Barry Asmus, Dr. Barry Asmus, and I go, if he's the economist and this is how he sees it,
yeah,
he's much brighter about the economy than I am.
Totally agree. Yeah, you guys, I mean, people need to just look, and I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be insensitive. Like you told, I've asked this question, Bob. You're the very first person to tell me. Yeah, the Coachella canceled, I heard, which I don't do Coachella, and Megan says she doesn't, but I've asked this question. That is, name one person that you know who has it, that that you've met, or that know, and you do know one person, right?
I know one person that's going through the quarantine process to try to learn it, and I'm not going to put it out there because that's her business. But and again, it's really not absolutely confirmed. They're just now deciding that they should probably test this because there's indicators.
Yeah. But it's not confirmed.
It's not, I mean, no, I mean, it's not confirmed because of some of their other testing that's coming up that they're saying we should probably test this before we call it this.
Yeah. Yeah. So
originally that's what it was, that's what it was labeled as. So
dude, people need to just chill out, relax. I'm not saying don't be prepared. There's a difference between being prepared and being freaked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I agree. And, our business is really about, going out and meeting people and connecting with people and putting the right things together for people. And a lot of it we can do online like this, but a lot of it we can't.
Right.
And I don't want to stop meeting people. I don't want to stop having face-to-face interaction. And, and nor do I believe that there's a real need to.
Look at that. Carrie Lynn Carter just signed up.
Woohoo!
Yay! We're going to get to see. You know what? She lives right up the road from me, and we've never met face to face.
Love it.
I
That's
love
even
it.
better.
Too.
That is even better.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so I gotta decide whether I'm driving or flying to
If
Columbus.
you're driving, you better leave now.
I leave. I finish Orange County on the 19th. I always take the day off after, but maybe I'll just start driving
Yeah.
and just kind of take my trip and head
Oh,
out.
you've never driven cross country like that, have you?
First, no, not that. I've
It's
driven close to that. I've driven to Chicago, but I've never driven
oh,
to Ohio.
well, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot more you can see besides that. So it's all flat until you get to
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So I can fly and or I could leave my car in Scottsdale,
Yeah.
and then fly from Scottsdale and then fly back to Scottsdale for the second. So
I
I
was
can do a lot of different things. I got
dude,
options.
I was talking to my waitress tonight when I went and got dinner. Jill and Abigail went to this dance thing, and so I ran up and grabbed some dinner, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to her, and we were talking about the coronavirus and how people are freaking out. She goes, airline tickets are. She goes, I looked on Delta. A flight from Columbus to Miami today on Delta was $12.
Wow.
I said, what? Are you sure? She said, I saw it. It was a post on Facebook and I clicked on it. It was $12. I said,
Unreal.
what? That is crazy.
It just shows that there are some good things that come out of
Everything.
bad things. I remember there was a great great cartoon, and it had a headline of a newspaper, and it said light bulb invented, and then it said tragedy, thousands of candle makers out of business. It's like, you just got the light bulb invented, and you're really, that's the focus now, is that the thousands of candle makers are out.
Hey, Megan said she just tried to sign up and it says sold out.
Really? Okay, we'll get that corrected. That is not true that I know of, but I don't know. Maybe some other people have gone on this week or today, or I checked this morning. There were still tickets, so I'll check. I'll confirm. Megan, we will make sure that you get in, regardless. So just let us know.
Yeah.
Give me an hour or so to go back in, and we'll get that taken care of.
I have a speaking. Sherry said I had to have a speaking engagement in Atlanta last week. Hold it. You had one or you have one next week? $20. $20 for airfare from California or from Arizona, I mean?
Guys, if that's the truth, if that's the decision's already been made, I'm flying.
I mean, oh my gosh, man.
Wow.
Well, Megan DiMartino is a client of mine and a dear friend of mine down in Austin. She said, on your way to Columbus, let's meet at Sandra D. Robinson and Allen's Ranch. So she must know them.
Just there last month. Yep.
Megan owns a very, very, very high-end, really high-end, beautiful spa. It's not, is it a spa? Megan she gets mad at me. She doesn't get mad about anything, but it's a spa. Like they do, it's a medical spa where you can go in and have stuff removed from your skin, and it's all kinds of stuff. Yeah. She said next week. Hold it. Sherry, are you saying that your airfare from Phoenix to Atlanta was $20? Come on. That's not what she's saying. No.
Gotta be kidding me. Sherry, are you serious?
No way, man.
Man, if that's the case, like I said, I'm not driving, I'm flying.
Where would you fly from? I'll check it right now.
Scottsdale. Let's say I flew from Scottsdale, because I got to fly back to there anyways. I could just leave Scottsdale to Columbus.
Scottsdale to Columbus. So flying out of Phoenix?
Sky Harbor, yeah.
And what date would you want to fly in, the 26th or 27th?
let's say the 6th.
26th, the night before, and then fly back on the 28th, Saturday.
Well, no, I'll probably want to spend a couple of days there since I've never been there.
So maybe the 30th, Monday.
Yeah, let's go with 30th.
Okay, let's check and see what we got. I'm gonna search flights. I mean, they're really unbelievably cheap. I haven't seen anything for $20. I see one American 257 round trip. $257 round trip, dude. And that's nonstop.
Now that's nonstop?
That's nonstop.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
That is in.
And I bet if oh man.
Delta, yeah, I mean, Delta is only 275. I don't know where people are getting these insanely cheap seats. Oh, Sherry said check Southwest.
Oh.
I don't think it's showing Southwest. So let's look, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it live. Are you seeing the comments?
No,
I can't do this live and read the comments.
Okay. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna search.
Let's see.
Okay, so Phoenix. What is Phoenix call? Oh, PHX. There it is.
Yeah.
To CMH. And departure date is the 26th. And return date is the 30th. One passenger search. Are you an adult? It wants to know.
Yeah, not really. Mentally?
No. No, it's definitely, dude, no. No, there's nothing that cheap. I mean, if you left at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's $138.
One way.
On the want to get away, want to get away prices, I don't know. See, that's why I don't like Southwest. I never know how to. They have business select, they have anytime, and the want to get away prices. Which one? I don't know which one.
I always take the one. I always take the one to get away. But
okay.
Remember that it's one way, so then you got to find a matching one for round trip.
Oh, I got you. So I'm seeing them at 138, 129, something like that. Yeah, they're cheap. They're really, really cheap.
Well, that's one way.
What's up, Brian Hess? Brian Hess said he was going to come. Brian.
All right, Brian.
Well, wait,
don't. You, man.
Yeah, this is Bob. I connected Brian and Mark Victor Hansen to be on his show. I sent them a group text, I think tonight or last night, or I don't know. Anyway, so she said try the skip lagged. I think United is the one saying they'll change any flights for free if you have to cancel. So Brian said he was going to come in and be here for the dinner.
Okay, Brian, grab your ticket.
Well, but it's not like it said it's sold out is what it told Megan.
Okay. I'll as soon as I'm off here, I'll have Haley take
Why don't you hang up and go check it and come back in?
Okay, I'll do it.
But hey, swipe up, close this all the way, or it'll be confused when you come back on.
All right, we'll do it.
All right, see you in a minute. So Bob's gonna go here. I kicked him out of the studio. So Bob's gonna go check on that and find out why it's saying it's sold out, because it shouldn't be. Why is that doing that on my screen down there? What the heck? So if you go to nextlevelbyassociation.com, you can get the tickets. You know, I started this, Brian, I don't know if you're still on here or not. But like people are freaking out, man. And I think that people need to chill out a little bit here. Like, I'm not saying don't take it serious. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just I had Aunt Mitzi on Sunday. I had a special Sunday show. I had Aunt Mitzi, and she is, oh, it's not sold out. I just checked it. It's open. Okay, good. Well, then it's open. So there you go, Megan. There you go, Brian. Head over to Next Level by Association and get signed up. So I had Aunt Mitzi on, and she gave a lot of great tips on how to be prepared, not freaked out. For real. So like, I think when I clicked on it, the wrong location was clicked. Your ticket is dialed in. Oh, you got it? Sweet. Are you saying you got it? My ticket is dialed in. That's awesome. So look, Aunt Mitzi scared us to. No, Aunt Mitzi was saying, look, this is serious. It is serious. Look, but the other thing is this. Hang on, Bob's back in. Bob, we've your sound, no sound. Try coming back. Close the window itself and then come back in. So yes, all right, sweet. So look, Aunt Mitzi came on. She is a world-renowned science and environmental writer. At one time she was the most widely syndicated science writer in the United States, covering 420 newspapers. She's a Harvard graduate. She's the heir to the Sheraton hotels. She's incredibly smart. There we go. I know you're on now. I hear it.
Can you? Okay. It's working. But you have to hit the drop down to get the Ohio.
Megan said she got hers. Megan got hers. Yeah, cool. She got it. Awesome. So, look, look, Robert Shallow says, okay, better offer. 24-pack of Charmin and 2 bottles of hand sanitizer for 1 ticket.
Oh, that's good. Oh, Robert, I'm going to enjoy meeting you. That's good.
That's awesome. So look, you guys, just take precautions, man. That's all.
Be safe.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Be safe.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you're sneezing and coughing, stay home. You should anyway. Whether it's the coronavirus or the common cold, you're going to infect people around you, man.
Right.
And yes, I realize people are dying. The average age is around 80 is what I heard of the people that have died. And that's sad. Look, they're warning against people who are older or have a compromised immune system. So, right. I'm not a doctor. Anyway. So, and I don't think you are.
Nope. And I don't even play one on TV.
Right. I did on CSI. No, I didn't. So just stay, check your hygiene, man. Just check your hygiene.
Yeah.
Stop freaking out. Say it again, Bob. Say it again about the playing out the movie.
Stop playing the bad days.
Stop.
If it's good, if it turns out to be bad, deal with it. If it turns out to be good, deal with it. Anything other than that is a waste of time.
It's a waste of time, man. What's the old saying? I have lived. Who was it that said, I have lived through many horrible things. Some actually happened.
Some actually happened. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. I mean, we do that, man, as humans, and there's nobody that's impervious to it. Like, it happens, we all get into those cycles where we start projecting bad stuff. And as soon as you can learn to turn that off, man, it's kind of one of life's tricks. Once you can turn off the bad tapes and stop rolling them, things have a tendency of turning around for you in life.
Right. Very true.
So anyway, Bob, hey man, thank you.
Hey, thank you, man.
Hey, Brian Hess just purchased his ticket too.
Woo!
We're gonna have some great people, man. I gotta tell you something. Brian is one of my best friends in the world, and I've seen this guy go from and he wouldn't care that I tell you this, an entrepreneur trying to figure it out, to now he's doing multi-million dollars, and it's all happened in the last 12 months that it really just clicked into place for him, and
Congratulations, Brian.
Killing it, man. He's killing it. Such a good dude too, man. And he's somebody that he's humble. He's from Pittsburgh. You need to go to Pittsburgh. I used to live in Pittsburgh. It's
I would love to do Pittsburgh. I would love to do a pop-up in Pittsburgh.
Oh my God. It's such a beautiful city, dude. Like, Brian will take you up to the top of Mount Washington on the incline, and your life will never be the same.
Love it.
Oh, dude, it's incredible. There are 3 rivers that come together in downtown Pittsburgh, or take you through the Fort Pitt Tunnel at night, and you come out of this tunnel. You're going through a mountain, and you come out of this tunnel, and bam, there's Pittsburgh, dude. It is unbelievable.
Oh, I want to do that.
Unbelievable. And so when Brian's over here, you guys need to book it.
Yeah.
He said that. Let's do it. So yeah, man. Look, for those of you that don't know who Bob Donnell is, Bob is Oprah's son. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. So Bob is connected to everybody, like that's anybody. Bob has had me on the guest I have on the show tomorrow is the former Attorney General for the state of Nevada. That's a dear friend of Bob's. He had me in a conversation with Elvis Presley's brother the other day. He's our stepbrother that grew up. Elvis raised this dude, David Stanley. David Stanley, oh my God. Like, I saw his speech, man. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And he might be one of the best speakers I've ever heard. Seriously.
Yeah, he's good. He's great.
He's amazing. And then, all like, you connected me with Mark Victor Hansen and his wife. You've connected me with all of these amazing people because they all love you. They respect you. And you're an incredible human being, man. So if you guys want to meet this guy and learn how to really make connections that'll last for a lifetime, you need to be at this dinner. It's $100. Get over here.
Awesome. Love it, man. I appreciate the nice words.
And we're gonna have a anti-coronavirus party.
Hey, I say let's do it.
And hey, Joe Ingram says, and Bob knows me and Bill Janacek.
But don't hold it against me.
I was about to say that, man. Wow. Next level by not association.
Yeah.
Joe's awesome. I love Joe.
Joe's an awesome brother. He's a good man. Love him like
really
a brother.
Good man.
Love him like a brother.
Dude, he's introduced me to a bunch of people too. It's insane. That's what I love about this group is it really it's just like, hey, how can we help everybody else in the same level of mindset get to the next level? I mean, and I'm probably doing it a horrible injustice explaining it like that.
No, I get it. I think you're right on the track. And I think, one of the things is what we want to really stress is that while we have a lot of connections, it doesn't mean we connect everyone with everyone.
Right.
I have a lot of people that I will not introduce to Mark Victor Hansen or introduce to, me, any of these guys, any of the guys we mentioned.
Right.
I mean, the thing is, we always look and say, is this a good match? One, two, and do these people, people ask me all the time, Bob, do you play well with others? And my standard answer is this: I play well with those who play well with others.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of people that don't know how to play with others, so I'm not going to introduce them.
Right.
There's a lot of people that will just vomit all over somebody. That's not somebody I'm going to make an introduction to.
No.
If somebody says, can I just call them and pick their brain? The answer is going to be no and hell no.
No.
We're not playing that game. If you want to bring value to their life, then we can talk about it. We wouldn't tell you what. Well, I can't read that.
He said, we wouldn't tell you that your explanation is weak. Joe's such a nice guy. Bless his little heart.
Yeah, bless his little heart. You know, the funny thing is we have this little thing at the next level of some of my inner circle.
Yeah.
And we will I got to be careful how I say it, but we are not afraid to show a single digit finger to each other.
Right.
To let somebody know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and I want people to understand this too. This dinner is not about, it's not a pitch fest. Like you're not allowed to come here and go into a pitch diatribe, right?
Yeah. Nope. No. And I always say you can have your business cards, but keep them in your pocket because nobody gives a rat's ass what you do, but we do care about who you are.
That's it. That's it. You know what? I don't own business cards, man. Is that bad?
No.
You can go to kensbizcard.com and get my business card though.
Yeah. I've had 1,000 business. I had 1,000 business cards when I made up in LBA 10 years ago, and I probably still have about 700.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't
give them out. I won't give a business card out unless somebody asks for it. And even then, I'll be like, hey, you know, I'll give you a great story, Ken. You'll love this. I was in a restaurant one night, and a beautiful young lady comes up and starts flirting. And so, you know, my buddy and I are like, oh, okay, cool. So we're flirting along. I'm single, so you know, there's no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
And flirting along, and all of a sudden, she says, well, you know, maybe we can get together sometime. Can I get your card? I go, sure. Give her my card. I see her walk around, and she's basically making the rounds at the tables in the room, in the bar. And so we're laughing, and I go, oh man. So at about 2:00 in the morning, bar's closing, and we're walking out. This is in Hermosa Beach, California. We're walking out, and I swear this is so funny. But as we're walking out, I see her just kind of like hanging on this one guy, and they're walking out, and he's like a Marine or something, and walking out, and I walk over to her, and I said, excuse me. She goes, yeah. I said, could I have my business card back? And she goes, what? And I go, can I have my business card back? And she goes, why? And I said, because the 3.5 cents that business card cost me is worth more than getting the phone call from you. She hands me my business card. She opens her little pocketbook, opens it up. I see my buddy's card in there from a couple of nights before. Jeff.
Oh my God.
But Jeff. And I go, I'll take his too, because he doesn't want your call either now.
Oh my God.
I take their cards and I leave. I call my buddy. I go, Jeff, I saved you, man. I got your card. He goes, what? And so I told him the story. Started like, we're still friends to this day. It's hilarious. But you know, sometimes you gotta have boundaries about who gets your card too.
Dude, I agree, man. I totally agree. And that's, you know, that again, you know, I've had, you know, we've talked about this before. I mean, I have people that hit me up on a daily basis. Hey, I'd like to pick your brain. Could I get your advice? And I don't mind helping people that have, you know, I have people that want to pick my brain that have also, like you. If you said, hey, Ken, you got a minute, man? I need to pick your brain about some technology thing, or you know, I don't know that I could give you life guidance, but
very good.
You know, but like, you know, yeah, dude, you've done a lot for me, man, and you've never asked for a single thing from me either. You've just said, hey, you know what, Ken, you're a good dude. You've got a great show. Let me hook you up with some people that would be good guests on your show and make that connection. And you know, but there are people that are maybe not even total strangers, but that, you know, we know each other through social media that,
Sure.
you know, hey, can I pick your brain? I'm like, "No, dude, yes. I have a button on my website. It says pick my brain. Your options are pay me $500 for 30 minutes or $900 for an hour.
I
You know,
love it.
and it's because like, and do you let people like just freely pick your brain? Like,
No, I think I told you, that happened 12, 14 years ago. I said, you know what, that doesn't work for me anymore. So at about 12 years ago, I said, um, I'm going to start hosting a weekly group coaching call
oh yeah,
Wednesdays at 10 a.m. So I
yeah,
started doing that and I would offer it. I sell that. It's a 12-month commitment,
yeah,
$99 a month and you have, laser focused coaching every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
yep,
So then what I do is now somebody says, hey, can I pick your brain? I go, yeah, call this number, write this down, 949. And then I give her the number. And then
yep,
I say, you can call that at 10 o'clock next Wednesday. And they go, but we're right here right now. And I go, you're not understanding. Next Wednesday, 10 o'clock. One I'm doing is qualifying. If
yep,
they're not coachable, I'm not interested. So
right.
if they can't take direction, I ain't interested.
Nope.
So first I'm establishing criteria. The second
Yep.
thing I'm doing is saying, if they're serious, let's see if they hop on the call at Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Guess what? I'll give that number out 100 times. One
Yeah.
person will call out of 100. Today, I had given it to Sherry and to Pam as a
Yeah.
gift to them for one call. They both were on the call.
I'm
The
sure they
very
were.
So they were awesome, and they asked great questions. They asked intelligent question, and the
Sherry
group.
said his weekly group coaching calls fantastic.
Thank
I'm
you,
sure
Sherry. I
it is.
appreciate that. It's phenomenal because we just focus on the solution. We don't focus on the problem. Everyone's already talked about the problem to death.
Yep.
So why beat a dead horse? What we're going to do is just focus on solution,
Yeah.
and it's great because everyone gets to hear everyone else's question,
Yeah.
and 50% of the people on won't even ask a question. 50% will, and I'm good with that. It works out really well. But that's my criteria. Hey, look, it's Wednesday at 10 o'clock, so hop on. Well, I can't make it Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Then it's not that important.
That's right.
Well, I don't know if I can clear my schedule. Then it's not that important. So why
Right.
would I waste my time with you now
Exactly.
so you can be inconvenienced, so you don't have to be inconvenienced.
Megan DiMartino wants the number, Bob.
Okay. Nine four. Let's see. Shoot.
Hey, Sherry,
I'll post
Sherry or
it.
Pam, drop it in if you know it.
I'll post it.
Or she can direct message you.
85. Oh, I'm sorry. 857-232-0476. Eight
Say it
five seven
again.
two three 857-232-0476, and the pin is 438261. 438261.
Very good, dude.
So
Wow.
you can call that number. Anyone that's listening to this, you can call that number one time on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can ask me any question you want. I will give you laser focused, but just remember, we're not talking about the problem. You just say, "Here's what I need help with." Boom. We'll give you laser focused, and then it's recorded and put in so the members have access to it going on. But it's $99 down and $99 a month. And I typically, if somebody signs up on anything I do, I normally waive the $99 down. But it is a commitment of 12 months because I really want people to get um, total immersion's great, but spaced repetition is always better.
Yep. Totally agree. How long's the call?
However many people are on. So today I think we did 22 minutes.
Wow.
We had 5 people on the call. I think 5 or 6 people on the call. Sometimes we'll have 20 people on the call. Sometimes we'll have 3 people on the call. All I do is go right down the list. I see the order that they came in, and I go,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
what do you want me to help you with today? And they go blank. And I'll tell you, I am so Sherry and Pam did an awesome job. This was their first time. And normally the first time people don't ask a question. They're like, oh, I'll just kind of listen in. Or they ask, a very mundane question. They both asked intelligent questions, did a great job. And I saw before we got on this, I saw that Pam had already done her homework and already sent something. And so awesome, ladies. Great job.
Pam is a very good student.
Yes.
I know that. So Joe says that I should ask you what it is you do for a living.
Well, one of the things I do is teach people to not ask what do you do as an opening line of question.
Right.
Unfortunately, what people say though is they go, "Oh, I can't ask Bob what do you do." No, you can ask me. Just don't ask me the first time you meet me, "Hey, what do you do?" That's the first thing should not be what do you do. That's
Nope.
all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
During the course of the conversation, I've never not asked somebody what do you do that it didn't come up in within 5 or 10 minutes of the conversation where it finally came up, but it flushed itself out.
Yes.
Versus me looking at I'm trying to figure out whether they're a good match for me or not. It flushes itself out naturally.
Yeah. That's awesome. Megan's going to be on the call. She said, I'll see you next
Love it,
Wednesday.
Megan. Love it. Wednesday.
And they get the first call for free, right?
First call for free. They can cop on and ask me any question. It's going to be laser focused.
That's awesome.
You know, I mean, typically the average person probably is coached within 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I have to go longer with an individual to help them get what they need, I'll do it. But what I find is most people spend an hour with a coach and they're just going regurgitating and I just go, look, tell me what you want help with. I'm going to give you laser focused pinpoint and then if you need more, you come back, and if you don't, we're good.
That's awesome, man. You guys need to be here at this dinner to hang out with Bob.
We're going to do some connection that night. You guys are going to be blown away on just some of the things that I'm going to share about how we're going to connect with each other in the room. You're going to walk away from that. I'll tell you, I just did one here in outside of Boise over a breakfast. A breakfast. And I had people walking away going, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. I want to do this. I don't want to go to these networking events anymore. This is what I want to do.
Wow. Megan DiMartino is seriously thinking about coming to the dinner. Megan. I wouldn't think too long because there's only 20. Well, there's not 20 now. There's 14, 13, 14 spots. It'll go fast now. It'll pick up momentum now. So I would not think about it too long for sure.
And Megan, if you come in, you know, a little bit early so we can spend some time together.
Yeah.
And I would love to talk to you, and we can set something up in Austin as well. But
Megan is, dude, when I was in Austin, I stopped by her place. She's a client of mine. And she goes, well, Ken, I have a wonderful day not day, because I could only stay for a couple of hours. She had one of her girls give me a full-blown full body massage. And
nice.
Dude, it's like it was the best massage I've ever had in my life. It was unbelievable. Wow. And her place is just gorgeous, man. It's beautiful. You have to go see it. It's called the Novitas Spa. In down on the square in Austin. It's just beautiful. So anyway,
I was just in Austin and I was at Sandy's in Alan's house at the ranch, and we talked about let's do one in Austin. She says okay, so we'll do one in Austin, and we're also going to do one in San Antonio. So
that's so awesome. That's awesome. Joe said better than my massages. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Somebody pray for that guy. Joe, all right. Joe. Hey, I'm going to end this, Bob. It's 11:07 here. Hang on tight for me for a second. Everybody, peace out. Thank you for being on here. I'm so glad I didn't have to block Joe tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. The night's still young in California. Keep going, Joe.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys the 27th. I'm looking forward to it. So stop freaking out about this virus.
That's right.
Be prepared, not freaked out. See you guys.